to schedule that I'm going to go live. So this is my first time trying this. So what I'll do from now on is I will do a 30-minute segment. I'll save a 30-minute segment for the public, and then I will save a 30-minute segment for you guys, and you'll know exactly what time the post is going to go live. So hopefully you're watching this from the Patreon page, and you can see this live video right on the Patreon page, which was the intention, is you can stream it right from there. You don't have to go anywhere. And the benefit of that is that every time there's a new moon or full moon, you will know, okay, I'll just wait on my Patreon page and I will see the post go up with the unlisted link. This link is unlisted. It will only be shared with the patrons that qualify in the qualifying tier. So if you're watching this full moon after party, it's because you are in my highest tier. You're my high priestess patron. And so that's the benefit of being a high priestess patron, is you get behind the scenes of the full moon and the new moon. Those that are in the devoted patron tier get the new moon behind the scenes. And then the ones in my big fan or beloved patron, they do not get behind the scenes. So they just get like the posts and the community access that you guys also get to as well on Patreon. So, okay. So I'm trying to see, hopefully this is working. I'm going to go to the messages on Patreon, make sure everybody can see me. I'll go into the post and make sure that the comments are working, although I should be able to see your comments directly on YouTube because it's linked. So please say hi. Let me know that you can hear me, see me clearly. Yay, okay, I see that the two of you are on, so that's good. That means that you can see my video. I want to see if the comments will transfer directly from where you guys are to YouTube. So if you can go ahead and leave some comments or commentary, and I want to see if they transfer directly to the YouTube, that would be great. Be really helpful for me to see. And then we'll dive into the... Yes, okay. So you are on the app. Okay, so I can see the comments on Patreon. I cannot see the comments on YouTube, but that's okay. I can see the comments on Patreon. Okay, so you guys are here. You guys can see. All right, on the app. Interesting. So just so you know, you can also do this from a computer. So Patreon is not just an app on a phone. You can actually do Patreon on a computer. So that's where I'm seeing all of your comments, is I'm actually on the computer. So I'm going to drop a comment as well in here and just respond to you guys. Okay. So if there is a question, if you have a specific question of any kind, you can drop them in the comments, and then I can answer them for you. We can do it that way. I'm going to go get through that way. It can be a question, or it can be a circumstance that you want to get something pulled for, like outcome oriented. I can do that as well. Whoops. Cards are already fallen. Guys haven't even asked the question. Let's see. Sacred Union. Who is that one for? That one for you, Leah? Is this your Sacred Union card that just fell out on the floor? This card. So which one is experiencing the shift in romantic relationship? I'm really curious to see. All right, I got your comment. All right. Let's see. For some reason the comment's not coming up on here, but maybe I can read the comment on the app as well. All right, so you wrote, Kobe, a while back I was seeing a black door when I closed my eyes. that had gone away. Today I woke and the black door now has light behind it. I think that might be me, though it is from a previous not so good start. You're talking about the romance card. Okay, so you were the first person I actually thought of, Kobe, when it comes to romantic relationship card. It's funny that you then wrote that. So the whole scenery of the black door, so that could be a lot of things, because collectively, I mean, that's literally where we are. Like, there's this big, heavy black iron door in front of us, and we are beginning to see light on the other side of that. So we are in a place of spiritual transition right now, pretty intently. So it's going to be difficult for you to be able to tell if what you're channeling right now is collective or personal, just because you are so tapped in that being able to distinguish those two things might be tough. So the Sacred Union card came back up, but it came back up upright. So if you're talking about a relationship that was a problematic relationship, then that's not the relationship that I'm talking about. If it was just that the beginning of the relationship was difficult or challenging in a particular era of your life, and now it could be different, then yes, that could be applicable. But this is not a turbulent relationship. So the upright romance card it's a solid relationship. So the relationship that it's addressing is one that has potential and strength, not drama. I don't know if that helps to clarify. So I'm going to read your comments on the app on my phone while I live stream on my computer. That way I can keep up with you guys real time on the comments. So, Kobe, are you on? Can you hear me? Because this is going to be a question for you. This person that you are relating to, is it a person who tends to have really heavy mental stories? A person who tends to have a lot of strong mental body, strong mind body, and can be a little bit obsessive in the mind? Okay, yes. Okay. Okay. All right, Kobe, I'm going to address you first. Then, Kobe, I would not be afraid of this relationship, because if it's simply that it didn't get off to a great start, then I'm seeing this as a new start for you. Now, I am seeing his over an analytical mind. I'm seeing that pretty clearly. So my recommendation would be to start this from a place of now there's social distancing, so you guys can't even really get super close all up into each other's space, but begin from like a feeling place, using a lot of feeling dialogue and connecting in that emotion place to kind of get him out of his mind and into his body. Because right now, if he's coming at you from whatever's going on in here, it's going to be very hard for you guys to connect. All right, so I'm going to address Leah's question about feeling the urge to help those who are able to wake up, but a loss as to where your strengths are. That's an interesting word to use that question. Ha! I'm about to blow your mind, Leah. I hope you're ready. You ready? This is about to blow your mind. Okay. Here's the deal, sister. I hope you're on. I hope you're watching this, because this is for you. Okay? This is the card I got for you, Leah. Material Harvest. Okay? And the High Lady of Love and Compassion. This is what I'm going to say to you, because I am finding this to be true. Right now, you are uniquely positioned to attract your kind of weirdos into your world. Where you have been for the past year of your life professionally has been letting go of a lot of relationships and attachments you had in your life that made sense for the person you were before you woke up. What's happening now is that you're bringing people into your reality that see the same dimension that you exist in, okay? And those are going to be your people. Those are going to be the people that you bring into your groups, that you grow a team with, that you thrive with. The reason everything has felt so choppy for you in the past year has been because you've been in the process of letting go of a lot of dead weight. Where you have been has been letting go of dead weight. Now you are in an acceleration process going towards the people that are your kin, towards the people that are your spiritual family. And that's when you make the money. That's when you find the success. And that's exactly what I'm finding in my own business. All of a sudden, pivoting into this dialogue of conspiracy, I guess, but in a way that I find conscious, in a way that I don't find to be aggressive or over the top. You know, I do my daily threads with my energy reports. I do my videos of things that make me stop and think. But just being able to serve that population and that community has allowed me to build new relationships based on very common interests. And what that is about that world that you're now in is that you know the people that are coming at you that are on that same frequency, they see the world in the same way. So building common ground with those people is going to be a lot easier for you than it has been with other circles that you've been in, because you've been looking for your circles for a while. So my recommendation for you would be to continue to speak your truth and continue to hold the light, ground the light, continue to talk about the significance of caring for yourself in this transition. Whenever you find something interesting, create a thread for it. Create a thread to have these conversations that are deep and that are meaningful on your page, and create a safe space for community speak, right? Go live often and talk and support and make yourself present, right? But I think that you just doubling down on what you feel and what you're driven to do to talk about awakening and light, and using that as the way that you bring service and value to your community is what is going to build your business, is what is going to build you, your customers, your teammates. That common point. Okay, so I'm delayed on comments, so I'm going to drop an emoji in here and see if it speeds up the reel. Because I'm not seeing a response. Maybe you guys are just being very attentive listeners. That makes sense, Leah. Give me some feedback. All I got was, oh, snap. Oh, shit, from you. Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, probably, now that you're hearing it out loud. So I want you to see this as like a huge pivoting opportunity for you, as a huge movement forward. This is a boost for you. This is not a setback. This is a boost forward. And Kobe, you mentioned he's very strong-minded politically. So that's the mental turmoil card that I picked out for him, is that he's probably still trapped in the dichotomy conversation of like this party or that party, or, you know, he's still there. So that space that I talked about, without even seeing that comment and telling you, connect with him on a feelings basis and get him out of his mind and into his body, is going to be very, very important, because that kind of distracting dialogue of sides and politics is going to need to be quiet in order for you to be able to connect with this person, because you see a different reality as well than a lot of people. And so in order to help him wake up and help him red pill him so that you guys can connect over that, it's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of conscious effort. If that makes sense. And the other part of your journey, Leah, is about the Lady of Love and Compassion, the High Lady of Love and Compassion, which is seeing your journey through the eyes of ultimate compassion and seeing others' journey the same way and speaking that way, speaking love into your posts, into the things that you share, speaking support always, speaking about coming together, speaking about building community, speaking words of affirmation in that direction is going to help you build as well during this time. We're behind a little bit again on comments, but hopefully that resonated with you guys. Gave you some clarity for this full moon, things for you to focus on and do ritual on. I think what the next time is that I will do is that I will go live unlisted on YouTube, and instead of sharing it to the patron so that way like our comments are delayed, I'm just going to share the unlisted link in a post on Patreon, and then you guys can go watch the unlisted video on YouTube and we can comment real time on YouTube. I think that might be a little bit better and might not be so delayed for comments. But hopefully this was insightful. The video will be saved in the Patreon so you can revisit it if you missed anything. And thanks so much for hanging with me, for being patrons of my work, and for allowing me to serve you. All right, loves, happy full moon.